Hello and welcome back to Keenan's Allotment in Falmouth. Now I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks as it's been really busy at work and I haven't had time, I haven't had a lot of time to come down. So I've just been doing bits and bobs when I can and doing small jobs but not enough to record really. I did do one big job, it was over a course of like 4 or 5 days. And if I had a lot more time I could have got it done in the day, but I didn't, so over a course of 4 or 5 days I've done it. And that project was my greenhouse. Now I did tell everyone about doing the whole bed system in the greenhouse and I finally did it. Now in the greenhouse there's 2 beds either side, approximately 2 foot width by 4 foot. So they're in the greenhouse there and I've filled them up with compost and I've actually planted in one of them so far. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you a quick round of the plot. It's not going to be a huge long video, but it's going to be long enough to be able to keep your interests up, hopefully. Now I've got a couple of things to say before we do the plot tour. The first one is I want to say hello to Dave. I think it's Dave anyway, so I apologise if it's wrong. You are a friend of my Auntie Meryl's. My sister told me that you watched this video, so I just want to say hi and thanks for watching. The other one is my granddad. Now my granddad, I just wanted to wish you happy birthday for a couple of weeks ago. I know it was quite a while ago now actually, but I just want to say happy birthday just because it's on the internet. And I'm glad you watch it and I'm really appreciative and we will meet up soon. Anyway, so that's that done. So the second thing is I'm going to be running a competition this winter with the winter onion sets. Now as you know I do enjoy growing my onions and seeing how big they can get and how amazing they are, because last year they were really good. So what I'm going to do this winter is I'm going to buy a couple of bags of winter onion sets and I'm going to give people 10 sets, okay? And on these 10 sets you're going to grow them. I don't care what you do with them, how you grow them. All I'm worried about is how big they grow, how big they are when you finally want to harvest them. I will give a cutting off date, but I want a couple of suggestions for people where the cutting off date should be on the competition. Now the only thing I'm going to ask for in this competition is for a prepaid envelope with your address on it, so I can send you the onions back, as I ain't rich so I can't afford to send everyone onions out. Now it's a competition, but it's not a prize winning competition, as I don't have any prizes to give. So it's just like a little bit of a fun thing to do really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my email address in the description box. If you email me your address, if I email you my address, then we can go from there. And you send me the parcel and I'll send it back to you, so a bit confusing but it should work. So 10 onion sets and we're going to grow them. I'm going to grow them as well and we'll see how big they get. I'm going to grow 2 lots though. I'm going to grow one lot on that plot up there and one plot on these plots down here, just to see how they grow really. Now that is that. So now I'm going to show you around my plot. Okay, so you're going to have to excuse our wobbly camera work now, because I'm going to step into the greenhouse and as I've redone it, then the only times I can really use a tripod in here is if I've got it set up properly and I don't want to show you the whole greenhouse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the greenhouse, what I've done. So obviously it's open here. Right, so we're going to go down to my, well it depends on which way you look at it really, so I can't really see left or right. So down here, as you can tell, is the bed. Okay, so that is approximately 2 foot, and that's definitely 4 foot because that's the width of the greenhouse. Yes, I've done this bed here, and what I've done is the table that was there, I just had to put into the ground there, and obviously in the summer I'll be able to take that bench up and put that into the shed up the top, just to try and keep it as a like a storage shed up there. Okay, so on the floor what I've done is I've just put 3 paving slabs down and I've cemented them in. They're obviously cracking up, but to be fair though I don't really mind as long as I've got like a semi-stable base. I'm quite happy with that. And obviously I can't put wood chippings or nothing in here, so I'm very happy with the cementing that I've done here. And there's a little drainage just at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll just try and zoom in. You just see that little drain hole there. So I've worked everything out. Now in the bed, as I walk in, to my right, I have got some Alpha cucumbers, and I got given these the other day, and they might not grow. And you see the one at the end there, the top, it's just very damaged. So I don't know, it might grow, it might not. And then we're going to move on. And then here we've got some autumn broccoli, and they were planted by my sister when she came around to that time. So they're autumn broccoli. Now I know they're going to grow quite big, but I just thought, well, hopefully the Alpha should have grown up by then. Okay, so the next what we've got is we have got some carrots. So this whole bed is for carrots. The rest of this bed, I want them for Christmas, so they might grow there. It's just all an experiment, really. Again, I keep on saying that, but this is for Christmas. So I've got some Paris Market carrots, and they're quite small. Cosmic purple. They are long ones, but they're purple on the outside and yellow in the middle. Cascade. That's the next carrot, and they're Royal Cascade next to that. So we'll see how they grow. I had planted them a couple of days ago, so I'm not expecting anything major to do coming up. So I'm going to move to the other side. Now what I've done is that tomato there is going to be gone today because my boss at the laundrette, where I used to work there, was after some tomatoes, and I don't really like them tomatoes. They are the Eden Project striped ones. I don't know what it is about them, I just don't really like them. They've gone really, really well, but the taste of them doesn't do it for me. I've got some little cherry tomatoes up in the other plot, and my friend Mandy thinks, because she gave them to me, she thinks they were not green envy, something along them lines, or something, I can't remember, to be fair. I'll try, if I can remember, I'll put it into the description. But it's really good. And then next to that, I have got some chilies. Now you can see the chilies is just starting to go red there. Now what my plan is for Christmas, I am going to give them to my father, but I'm going to pickle them because he quite likes them pickled for Christmas. I did that a couple of years ago, but I had to boil the chilies. And the jalapenos are just coming out as well, so I'm quite looking forward to being able to give them to him. Now the reason I grew chilies is specifically for my dad, as he's a massive chili lover, so we'll go from there. So as soon as these chilies come out of the bed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just prepare the bed ready for the thing. Unless I've got something to go in there, I more than likely won't put anything in this bed until next year. But this is my work I've done in the greenhouse. Now I'm very proud of that. I'm just going to step outside and put you onto the tripod a second. So just excuse me 2 seconds. Okay, so this is back on the tripod. So as you can see, it's just cemented in there nicely. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so I'm not going to show you the cage today, as there's not really a lot going in there. I'm going to put my leeks in there a couple of weeks, in a week or so time, when I get in there and clean it out properly. So as you can see, in front of us is our rhubarb still here. Now this rhubarb's done very, very well for me. I haven't had a lot of pickings off of that, but it's only because I'm trying to make the stalks go really thick. And I dig them up last year, so that this year I'm not going to. I'm just going to expose the top of the crown to get the frost to it, and then I'm just going to pat all around the crown with poo again. So as you can see in the background there is my sweet corn. Now this is the Fiesta corn, and they've done quite well, but I haven't actually had anything off of it yet. So as soon as they do have something off of them, I will crop off of that. Now, another thing I just remembered, I forgot to tell you. The melon I had in the greenhouse was absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to do a quick cutaway here if I can, just to show you. Okay, sorry guys about the dodgy handwork on this clip, but I've just been into the greenhouse and the melon looks absolutely ready and absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat it. Obviously the whole thing will take some of it home with me, but I'm going to eat most of it now. I'm just going to try and see if I can stabilise the camera. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Okay, just give me 2 seconds there guys. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to quickly show you it. It's a little bit green inside still, but it looked like it was ready, so I just picked it, and I think that's just the way you're going to have to do it. But rather than that. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how else to say it really, but it's absolutely lovely. It's so nice. A lovely juicy melon on this lovely fine day. Okay, so I hope you liked that video there. That was me eating the melon, if it does turn out well or not. So obviously you see the sweet corn there, then you move on and there's tomatoes there, and they are looking absolutely fabulous, and tomatoes, and they're amazing, they're really nice eaters. I don't think I'm going to try and do these weird and wonderful multicoloured things next year. I just, a normal, even if it's just a gardener's delight tomato, I prefer them. And then next to that is the normal corn, and I put green manure around it, but it doesn't really done well. I think it's quite restricted with the netting that I've put around it, so I don't think I'm going to bother with that next year until the squirrels go near it, and then I'll just put some chicken wire or something around it. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so this is my squash bed. Now the other day, I don't know if people follow me on Google+, anyone that does, go and have a look. I took a Turk's turban home the other day and a marrow, and I did a stuffed marrow, which is really, really nice. And I did a Turk's turban mash, and that was really nice. So I've been cropping quite a lot off of this stuff, but as you can just see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, I can see it, but what I can see and what you can see are two completely different things. Just in the far corner, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. If you can see it, you can see it, but there's a butternut squash there, so I'm really looking forward to eating them, because that's my favourite squash ever. Now that experiment I did in the bottle with the courgette, it went all mouldy, so I think I left it into it too long. So we'll try it again next year and see how it goes. Okay, so in the far corner, in where the net is, I've put another row of peas in. It's only a little one to see if they grow. They might not. Then next to this, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some multicoloured beetroot in there, and this is going to be a Christmas present for a few people, family, friends. Because it's a multicoloured stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pickle it, but I'm going to pickle it in clear vinegar, so that you can still see the colours changes and stuff, so it should be nice. Okay, so next to that you can see my celeriac. I can't remember what one this is, but it's getting quite fat, so I'm quite happy with this. As you can see, I'll just try and zoom you in there. So you can just see it's starting to fatten out quite nicely, so I'm looking forward to trying that, because I've never had that before. Now, part of the weeds here, you're going to excuse that, because I've had not a lot of time to weed. But as you can see, it's very weedy. Now I'm going to pull the rest of these swede up, because they've all split and I don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to clear this bed, and I think I'm just going to leave it bare and just keep on weeding it, because there's not a heck of a lot you can go on. If anyone has any ideas of what you can start putting in now for the winter outside, and that's quick cropping, please let me know. Next to that is the sweet potatoes, but you can't really tell them. It's the ivy looking stuff in between all the weeds and stuff. I think weeds are taken over really. So I'm going to weed all that today, and just clear it all up ready for the winter. Then we go on to my runner beans that are just there. Now the runner beans have done quite well, but the netting that I bought, it snapped, so I don't think I'll be buying that again next year. It was very, very rubbish, but hey ho, you learn from your mistakes every year. Okay, so let's move on. The rhubarb has pretty much taken over the whole of that bed now, and I still have elephant garlic to go and harvest in there, so we'll have to see on that one. Now I've come up with a clever idea of putting these paving slabs that I had excess from the greenhouse on here to use as stepping stones. They should sink into the ground eventually when it gets all wet and stuff, so I'm hoping they sink in the ground next year and I can just walk on them as I'm doing now. Just carry on walking it off down to the compost bins. The compost bin I have had a great success with. I'm so happy with this. It's unbelievable. I know it's stupid, but I know it's only a compost bin, but I've only just started composting and that is looking absolutely amazing. So I'm very, very happy with that. Now again, my plastic at the back here seemed to have kept nicely, so I'm very happy with that again. It's my other shed. My bird bath I need to fill up down the bottom there. So I have strummed today. I don't know if that's a correct pronunciation. I can't even say that. I'm hoping it's correct. It's done it all right. So as you can see, through the raspberries there, I actually have a trailing squash, butternut. Not butternut. Sorry, it's a pumpkin. So I'm going to show you the pumpkin quickly, and I think that might be it today. I just remembered I wanted to show you guys these. Now, Cosmos is the nicest little flower I can ever think of. I really do enjoy it. Oh, the weeds are just coming up here. Now, that's actually weeds there. Now, I really like Cosmos, and I think I'm going to grow quite a lot of it next year. And that's thank you to Sarah and Andrew for getting me into that. And this, I can't for the life remember what it is, but Mandy gave that to me last year, and it just seems to grow back every year. And I like that as well. It's kind of like a nice little flower bed. Now, it should have some nice daffodils coming up there soon, shouldn't I? Well, not soon, but come like December, January time. This is my daffodil bed. I think I'm going to just leave this as a daffodil bed. I might put some of that spreading plants and stuff. I might find some spreading plants that just spread nicely on it. But hey, so as you can just see the pumpkin there. It's starting to go a bit orange, so I'm quite happy about that. But I wasn't actually expecting it to be there. Nice little size for what I got. So I'm very happy with that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it from there. I hope everyone's okay, and I hope people do enter the competition. And please do email me for this competition. I know it's not prize winning, but it's just for a bit of a laugh, really. I hope everyone's okay. And I haven't been watching videos, and I really should. But I've been so busy with work, it's unbelievable. So I'm going to have one day that I stay at home when I finish work in the morning and just sit down and watch videos the whole day, because I really want to catch up on a few people. I haven't watched Aaron's for ages, and I really do like his. Linda again, I haven't watched yours. Mick, his allotment of his chickens I haven't seen in ages. There's a couple of other ones that I've watched and I haven't watched in absolute ages, so I'm hoping just to be able to catch up with them. So I'm just going to leave you for a couple of seconds with a lovely bit of my Cosmos. Bye for now.